4 years ago, we bought a salvage sailboat. After purchasing her, we discovered extensive fiberglass rod and took on a project that was much bigger than we expected. But now, we've moved on to Wicked full time, and it's time to enjoy the fruits of our labor.
Alright, let me take a picture.
Follow along and consider becoming part of our journey as we fill our sails with wind and give Wicked a second life. This was Wicked's ultimate test. She's taking us to an entirely new place, unknown to us. We are leaving the comfort of our home port, where we know where to provision, get water, fuel, empty our trash, and navigate. Most of all, it'll be our longest sail yet, and the first of many more.
We made it. We left the U.S. Virgin Islands. So we made it to Puerto Rico. Not mainland Puerto Rico yet, but the Spanish Virgin Islands. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty challenging. The conditions were great, except for there was a squall to our north, but we just skirted it and waited until it went away. And nah, if it was Coast Guard, they would have skirted up to our boat just as fast. Yeah, there's a boat coming, and Matt thinks it's Coast Guard. Maybe they're here to kick us out. Maybe they're not. It does look pretty official. We've already had one run-in with the Coast Guard. I don't know if I'm ready to tell that story. Oh, it's not that big of a deal, actually. No, it's just someone with a really official looking boat. It's nice. Just to have to run around. They got a nice air conditioning on the top. So we thought we were gonna have the anchorage to ourselves, but this big power cat showed up with its super official Coast Guard looking tender. So we won't be here by ourselves, but it's still nice. It's really nice. The beach is beautiful.
When arriving in Culebrita, we spotted a lighthouse that piqued our interest, so we set off to anchor our high field on the beach and make a 15-minute hike up to the lighthouse. What we didn't know was that Culebrita was once used by the US Navy to practice military exercises, and we should be careful if any ammunition we find may be left behind. We'll visit a military tank at Flamenco Beach in Culebrita, and we'll tell you more about that. The hike to the top was short, but on the lower elevation we were swarmed by mosquitoes. It's a good thing we had bug spray and long sleeves, because I've never seen so many mosquitoes in my life, and nobody's trying to get dengue. We finally reached the lighthouse, and the views were incredible. We couldn't have come on a nicer day. At this point, Maddie is trying to convince me to come up to the top of the lighthouse, but the sound of hornets that you hear from the outside is definitely telling me, not to go. But before I work up the courage to do so, let me tell you a little bit about this lighthouse. Culebrita Lighthouse is the only remaining Spanish-era structure in the Culebrita archipelago. Construction of the lighthouse was completed in 1886. The Spanish crown built the lighthouse to help secure its claim over the main island of Culebrita. Building the lighthouse was a bit difficult undertaking due to the undeveloped state of the island. A wooden pier was first built for offloading supplies that were lighted onto shore from the supply vessel, anchored offshore. A road had to be hacked out of the island with picks and shovels to reach the construction site, situated at an elevation of 305 feet. Almost half of the laborers quit due to the back-breaking work required to transport supplies to the island's summit over the rugged road. Fearing he would lose his entire crew, the engineer in charge ordered a shipment of pack animals from his superiors in San Juan. 5 donkeys arrived next week and provided great relief to the workers. When work on the stone edifice began, the laborers threatened to abandon their work if not supplied with shoes to protect their feet from the burning effect of the hydraulic lime used in the plaster. Shoes were soon provided for the men, but donkeys' hooves were showing signs of irritation. Having grown attached to the donkeys, the men would wash the animals' hooves each night with some of their precious allotment of fresh water. Always finds a way to make my heart go in my butthole.
All right, we're done.
Learning the history of places we visit is important to me, and not just the stuff you find on Wikipedia. It's a good start, but I like to dig a little bit deeper. When I saw that the Spanish crown built the lighthouse, I was like, okay, yeah, but what does that mean? I doubt the king and queen were down here with shovels. Slavery was abolished by the First Spanish Republic in 1873. Before construction of the lighthouse was completed. However, enslaved people were not emancipated but rather had to buy their own freedom, at whatever price was set by their last masters. They were also required to work for another 3 years for their former masters, for other colonists interested in their services, or for the state in order to pay for some compensation. That's not to say only former enslaved people built Culebrita Lighthouse, as some did have the liberty to quit. If you know any history about the Spanish crown during their reign in the Caribbean, let me know in the comments. I'd love to learn.
If you come here, bring bug spray. We're fighting dengue every day. We are in Culebrita. We are going to check out the tide pools. We brought our dinghy over a super shallow reef and we tied it up to a rock. Matt's stern tying the back with an anchor so that it doesn't drift and hit any rocks. And we feel nice and secure as we are enjoying our time in the piscinas naturales. I have no idea how I'm going to go over these rocks. This is a treacherous path. need to get over there. Oh, these rocks are getting hot. How are you standing there? My feet are on fire.
They're not waiting for you.
Ah, these rocks are so holy f, my feet are on fire. Ooh, these rocks are hot. Don't bring the sandals, he says. Don't bring the sandals. All right, now I'm climbing up here. It's so hot. Ah, my ass. Ah. And I don't have shorts. Oh. It's so hot. I have to lay on my back because it's too hot for my butt. And my feet are on fire. And I'm losing stuff. Here I am, laying on a rock. I feel like I'm stepping on fire. Our dinghy's over there, safe and sound. All right, how do I get down? I gotta get down there, and I need my hands free before I break an ankle. Bye.
Yeah? What about where your feet are right now?
We've gone everywhere to find lobster. We go to this tide pool and Matt just says lobster.
Kid you not. He's right there.
I told you they like to be in water that doesn't move. What? You've got to be kidding me. We've gone everywhere looking for lobster. Caught 3 lobster. And it's so hard to find lobster in the Caribbean, and there's lobster right there.
Right there.
What?
One lobster.
How crazy is
Medium
that?
size.
How crazy is that? Take off your shirt and catch them.
I think we should go get the stuff.
Just catch them with your shirt. You can't?
He's upside down and back in the corner. And he's pretty deep. He's at least this deep into my arm.
Out of all places, the tide pool. See? We're here and we're just chilling, right? And Matt's like, I don't see what's so special about a tide pool. I'm like, it's a place to chill. No barracudas. But there's lobster. So Matt went to go get the stuff so we can get the lobster. I got out the water because I saw an eel. There's no barracudas, but there's eels. Let me see him.
Come look at him underwater.
Alright, Culebrita, it's been fun, but it's time to go somewhere else.
And we're off. Thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and sign up for notifications. I got some messages from you guys that you weren't getting notifications. Try unnotifying, then re-notifying and seeing if that works for you. If not, just come check back with us, you know, every week. We're posting more consistently, and we can't wait to share all of our Puerto Rican adventures with you. We are off to Culebrita. See you there. Bye.